Call 0800 53 0000 or give at salvationarmy.org.nz. We're all in this together.
You're not looking for any old stocking filler. You're looking for a gift of love. Diamond jewelry from the Diamond Shop. Now there's a gift that won't lose its shine come Boxing Day. A gift that will dazzle long after the Christmas tree lights have been packed away. A gift that'll sparkle forever. Merry Christmas from the Diamond Shop. Open 7 days, Queen Street, opposite Smith & Coie.
The best gifts are gifts of love, only from the Diamond Shop.
Keep up right at your desk with newstalkzb.co.nz.
Keep up with Newstalk ZB News. At 6 o'clock, 36 hours on, and the big fire in Auckland is still burning. Waiting times at hospital emergency departments are getting longer. A helicopter falls foul of power lines, and retailers hope the best is yet to come. Good morning, I'm Bernadine Oliver Kerby. It's 6 o'clock.
Need something extra this Christmas? Digital Mobile has got the perfect little gift waiting for you. Grab the stylish LG KS500 for only $269.95 on a new 24-month talker or texter plan. And you'll receive a free LG 375 worth $129. Only while stocks last. Visit digitalmobile.co.nz for your nearest store or shop online now. Vodafone terms, conditions and connection fees apply.
At least 11 fire trucks have been busy overnight at the scene of the massive fire at the old Southdown Meatworks in Auckland. The fire, which began on Saturday evening, has been brought under control but is still burning. There was a flare-up in the early hours of this morning on the second and third floors of the abandoned building. Fears of asbestos causing health problems from materials in the building have been laid to rest. But Auckland Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Denise Barnfather, has some advice for nearby residents.
In terms of cleaning any household surfaces that have been exposed to smoke and dust, we're just saying keep things damp, wipe them off with a damp cloth. That stops any dust or material being resuspended and inhaled.
Denise Barnfather says while health risks are very low, people should exercise common sense in reducing their exposure to any fire debris. Court appearances today in Tauranga for the two women charged with the murder of retired Opotiki schoolteacher John Rowe. The two teenagers, aged 15 and 17, are to appear in the youth court this morning, jointly charged with murder. Both made brief appearances at the weekend and were remanded in custody. A 21-year-old man will appear in the Tauranga District Court charged with being an accessory and conspiring to defeat the course of justice. Christchurch police are hoping a car park prostitute Ngatai Manning took her clients to will reveal clues to who murdered her. The body of the 27-year-old, known as Mallory, was found in the Avon River on Friday. Detective Inspector Greg Williams says they've established she took clients to the old Caledonian Hotel car park on Caledonian Road as late as 9:30 on Thursday night.
Of course, that wasn't the only place she took them. She also went back to people's homes and used motel units as well, so we can't exclude that also.
Greg Williams says the investigation is focusing on establishing who was the last person to pick up Mallory Manning on Thursday night. A team of 10 detectives is working on the case of a 15-month-old toddler admitted badly injured to Auckland Starship Hospital. They've been interviewing witnesses and conducting a scene examination at the little boy's Kerikeri home. The boy was flown to Starship on Friday night. Police say he's likely to suffer permanent brain damage and blindness. They're convinced his injuries were not accidental. The time people spend waiting to be attended to at emergency departments is getting longer. Health Minister Tony Ryle says in the last quarter the performance was in many areas the worst since records began around 8 years ago. He's received a report from a task force looking at ways of speeding up emergency departments.
One of the key recommendations is that we should have a target of how long people wait to be seen in emergency departments so that all hospitals can be working to make sure they meet that.
Tony Ryle says while patients facing life-threatening conditions are seen at once, others seriously injured or ill patients have to wait far too long in overcrowded and struggling departments. A helicopter pilot walked away unscathed after his machine hit high-tension power lines near Rolleston in Canterbury. The man was carrying out aerial spraying in the area around 8:30 last night. The helicopter landed safely and took off again, but the power lines were left lying across the road. Police say the death of a teenage girl on a beach near Dargaville is a reminder to always be seated when riding in the back of a ute. The 17-year-old fell off the back of one which was travelling along Ripiro Beach on Saturday. She suffered major head injuries and died in Whangarei Hospital yesterday morning. Dargaville Police Sergeant Sue Leach says it's a tragedy.
The accident was avoidable. If you're riding on a ute, remain seated at all times because it's a dangerous position to be in.
Sue Leach says inquiries into the accident are continuing. Retailers are banking on the next 72 hours to make up for the shopping drought. Newmarket Business Association head Cameron Brewer says it's been a tough year. He says retailing margins have been squeezed, importing costs are up because the dollar is down, operational costs are up and consumer confidence is down. Cameron Brewer says FPOS provider Paymark says the volume of transactions are comparable to previous years, but people are spending less. It's 6:05. Bad weather plays havoc with travel plans in China, and in sport, history for South Africa in Perth. That's still to come in the World at 6.
Hi, Paul Little here from North Shore Toyota, wishing all North Shore Toyota customers a very Merry Christmas. If you need any help with your motoring needs over the holidays, please do not hesitate to call. We're here to help. Drive safely and enjoy the festive season. Merry Christmas from North Shore Toyota, Toyota Corner, Link Drive, Wairau Park. 5 minutes north of the bridge. Phone 4423 600.
Number one on the show. Best price, best quality, sheer incomparability.
G'day, it's your old mate the Mad Butcher here, wishing you and your loved ones a very Merry Christmas. You'll find everything you need for your Christmas feast at one of our 34 Mad Butcher stores nationwide. So pop in today, and don't forget we've got delicious cooked on the bone Christmas hams, a bargain at just $8.99 a kilo. That's right, just $8.99 a kilo.
The Mad Butcher's everybody's mate.
Back with the World at 6. Snow and freezing weather is sweeping large parts of northern China, causing travel chaos for thousands. Snow's closed airports and has also sealed off road and rail links in a number of cities. Central Beijing is bright but windy and is facing a low of minus 12 degrees. In parts of northeastern China, the temperatures plummeted to minus 26 degrees and below. Well, back home, the Department of Conservation is bracing itself for a plague of rats and stoats after an unusually heavy flowering of beech forests. DOC scientist Graham Green says the seeds from the flowers will provide an abundant supply of food that will see a surge in the number of